Hello everyone, it's good to be here again. And yeah, long time no see, no saw. Yeah, I've been off for a long time, over a year now, a year and almost a month. And that's why I'm making this video to not for make an excuse, but to tell the story of how the last 1 year has been and the journey that I've had. I hope that the story would, kind of bless somebody and help somebody and help some people understand, from what I've been through, help them understand maybe what they are going through and grow and learn from it. Yeah, so I missed you guys. I missed doing this. Something happened in 2020, October 2020, and shortly after my birthday on 22nd of September, when I was 28, I came up with a video. I don't know if you've seen that video. Also in the video, you can check it out. So when I started a YouTube channel to talk about my journey becoming 30, and it was supposed to be like a 2-year journey, and share my experiences, share what I was going through, share the goal I set for myself, which was to build a house, a lot of those kind of things, and then build like a tribe and a community around the way I see the world. So that was the plan at first, and October 2020 happened to me, and that's what I'm here to explain. And that, I'll say, it was God's way of pointing me to the right direction. It was God's way of doing something in my heart and doing something new, with my life. And I'm on a different path and a different journey now because of a clear understanding, and that's the background story I'm about to share. So I know I'm already talking too much, so let's get to it. So last year, after my birthday, I was supposed to do some follow-up videos. In fact, I've written out my schedule. We shot 2 episodes. Shout out to Princess and Ferrami for doing that. We shot 2 episodes already, to say, okay, we're going to release at this date and release at this date and all of that. But then NSAS protest started. But I really know much. If you are not conversant to what NSAS protest is, it was a movement to stop police brutality here in Nigeria, and it has been going on for a while, but it took a big turn last year, and some unfortunate events happened last year that led to deaths of some people, and we are here celebrating the anniversary. That's the 1-year anniversary of what happened last year. So NSAS started, but I didn't even really care much because my business at that time was just coming back from the lockdowns we had at COVID. I run a photography studio, and we had some breaks because of COVID lockdowns. So my business was just coming back, and I really didn't care much about a new movement, somebody fighting for this. No, and so I recorded some videos, had our schedule down, when we're going to record the next one. And yeah, I didn't care much about NSAS. And then I'm going to post one of these videos. It was about to know me, or need to know me, or something like that. I was going to post it, and I went online, and next thing I saw people dragging each other for not posting things that were in line with NSAS. They said people were insensitive, and I was like, what? Okay, so if I post this, am I going to be dragged? So peer pressure. I kept my video in secret, and I was like, okay, what's this NSAS thing about? So for the first time, I wanted to pay attention to, okay, what's this thing that I'm fighting? I can't even post my YouTube video and celebrate as a YouTuber too. So I checked it out and did a little bit of research, and I was in. For the first time. I was like, yeah, this might be it. Something great is about to happen in this country. When I researched and checked different things, different comments, I was like, wow, this is amazing. This might just be that thing we need in Nigeria, because me and my friends, anytime we are gossiping about Nigeria, I just felt like this might be that point. And so I was so happy that it was happening. In fact, I went full gear into it, played my part, did evangelism for it, that's how I call it, publicize it every morning and evening and the morning. Even before I read my Bible in the morning, I was going to check what's the update this morning. Oh, we're doing this, open one new center, one new, So I was so involved, and because I felt this was the time to change, change Nigeria. And I would say that was one of the turning points, for me. Not the NSAS itself, but one thing that I'll get to that part of the story. Now you ask yourself, why am I so interested in NSAS? Why the NSAS look like something that would change the way my life is going? Yeah. So why NSAS was special to me is because I always envisioned a country that I could build. I was in that gang of Fix Nigeria. Fix Nigeria. I was in that WhatsApp group of God puts you in Nigeria for a purpose like this. Why are you traveling out? Why are you relocating? I was in that WhatsApp group, at that time. Because I've traveled a bit and I've seen that all these countries, developed, underdeveloped, developing, emerging economies, there are things that are built by people. From Dubai, when you hear the story of Dubai, let's even leave the US and the UK. You see some other countries developing, Rwanda, Israel, for instance. Those countries, you see the potential of, if somebody is willing to do the work, there's going to be a change. And you also see a system that is not perfect, but even in the not perfect system from these countries, it's making life better for them, and that's why some of us even want to travel and leave the country. So I said, why not? We can fix it. So that was my ideology, and I said, okay, how do we fix Nigeria? How will Nigeria get fixed? I looked at everything, and I just got to understand that economy is a big part of it, and that's why you see countries that are, let's say, developed, or that have gotten a level of progress, they don't put a lot of financial burden on people or their people, and they take away some of the financial burden. So I knew that economy was a big part of any community developing or any society developing. So I said, okay, why not? I think God is calling you towards the economy side, so that there's going to be, development for people, and people can, live more comfortable lives, and we can grow a country. And for real, for a long time, even till last year, I thought that was my purpose here on earth, because my amazing mom would always say, if it bothers you so much, fix it, Yeah, so I felt, that was it. I forgot to show me all these things, expose me to all these things. That means I must be on the line to change the narrative, in the economy side, and Nigeria is better. So that's why when I saw NSAS, I saw it as, wow, man, we're going to ask, for 505, and after that, if the government is going to answer, when they answer us, it was not an if case, because I felt, see number of people fighting for NSAS. What would the government of the people, do against this, because it was happening everywhere, the north or the south, everywhere. So for me, after we ask for NSAS, we're going to ask for something else. This might just be the beginning of a better Nigeria. And I know some people share that same line of thought. So that's why it was so important to me. And because for me, it was like my purpose in life was to change Nigeria. My purpose in life, to make Nigeria a better place, and then in turn, maybe to affect other African leaders and all of that. So I'll explain the economic side maybe in another video. I believe economy has a lot to do with how a nation grows, and I know some people will define saying there are different things, but yeah, economy is a big deal. I would do that in another video, but yeah, I just give you that to understand why NSAS was so important to me. And here we are, we're gaining momentum, everything was looking good, we're looking like here we're getting the demands, we have celebrities jumping, I won't mention names here, but we have celebrities jumping, and it looked, we're making progress. In fact, I give my little videos mind, say, okay, yes, I'm for this thing. And long and short of it, all of you remember what happened on the 28th of October 2020, and it was like a dream. It was like a dream. It broke me. It broke me because of all the ideas, I've held on to all this while. It broke me big time, and at that point in time, a lot of things I couldn't understand, as somebody growing in a world where we're fighting for equal rights for men and women, we're fighting for a lot of progressive things, I didn't know that we would still fight for, I didn't know we were still at the point of fighting for life, Then at this point, it wasn't even a war. It wasn't about, okay, why are we fighting another nation? It was, the same set of people killing each other. It was like you killing your brother or you killing somebody else in your community and your society. It was very deep for me. It might not have, I don't know for people that experienced it, but for me it hit me hard, and for that reason I kind of shut down. I shut down from everything because many things didn't make sense to me anymore. Being alive, I had to find a reason. I needed to find, okay, why am I alive? What world am I living in? These are questions I had to ask myself. You know, what world am I living in? Why am I alive? Why am I here? What's this world? What is it about? You know, are we just in the jungle? Are we just animals? You know, we just eat ourselves and continue life? So there was a lot of questions in my head. I won't say I've answered everything, but yeah, I've gotten some answers, and that was what 2020 moving on for me. So even after NSAS, it broke something in me. I wasn't even interested in anything. I was in YouTube, you know, I didn't care. In fact, I don't think I watched the news in about 7 months after or something. I never watched, like, to watch a channel and everything. So I would say that was the beginning of another journey, because I needed to ask myself, why am I alive for? Because I didn't feel this was a country worth fighting for. So yeah, we serve animals. That was the explanation in my head, you know. Or people didn't really care. Or is this the norm? Or am I new? Am I late, you know, to the breakfast table? You get, it broke my heart that deep, you know, that say, okay, I know, yes, we can argue, we can disagree about some beliefs and our line of thought, but to kill another human being and to think it's alright, or I heard a lot of weird things that period, you know, and so it was a redefining moment for me, and I'm grateful that happened. And the thing is, God works in mysterious ways. You know, God has a way of, you know, setting things up, because He has that, you know, ideal purpose and plan for our lives. So yes, it was the beginning of that journey. So I won't want to bore us. I know I've said a lot. So on my next video, I'm just going to share with you what I found out. You know, so finding, you know, being heartbroken from a country that I thought is not what to be a country anymore. So what did I find out? That's what I'm going to be sharing on the next video. So please, I just want you guys to pray for me. I want to be more consistent, and yeah, I know I'll be more consistent now because I'm in a better place. I'm in a I think I now know what I'm doing many things for now, because that experience at ENSA shifted a lot of things for me, and I needed to answer questions again. And yes, I'm happy that I'm doing this again. So expect more of these videos to come. But next episode, I'm just going to share with you what I discovered. But that is really what broke me, and I couldn't even do anything after the NSAS period. Some of my friends called me, your video, I didn't care. I didn't even want anybody to know. I didn't see anything. And also, I also believe that some people have gone through some things. Maybe people are closer to the NSAS protest and they're going through things mentally. If you know such people, I think we should be there for them. Ask them how they feel. You know, if they want to get therapy, or if you're a therapist yourself, talk to them. You know, recommend a therapist to them, because you never know what people are going through, right? So I won't say happy, but 1 year anniversary, the struggle is still on. NSAS is 1 year today, and we've chosen to mark this day as something to remember, because it was crazy. So I won't say we're happy this happened, but it happened for a reason. And I know that the struggles of everyone that, you know, have been fighting so hard for equality, for the end of police brutality, for having a better life, for having a voice in your own country, in your own birthland, you know, those voices will be heard. Our fight and struggle will not go in vain. I pray that God will give us true leaders after His heart, leaders that are after the hearts of the people as well, you know. And that's my prayer and vision for Nigeria. Yeah. So see you guys in the next video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share if you get anything from this video.
guys should just take care. These are army guys going to the toll gate now.
This is the CCTV taken from the toll gate that evening. You can see the protesters rushing towards the soldiers here, but at 18:43, people turn and run. Advancing towards the crowd are soldiers, some with raised guns.
Not wrong! No wrong! Sit down! Sit down! Sit down! Sit down!
Guys, the military are here right now.